You don't need God to forgive us. We need to forgive ourselves first and make a resolution that henceforth I will tread on the path of righteousness. Ask yourself, what is so unfulfilling today in my life? What is the gap? What is that lack in my life? And how can I fulfill that? And all the time, you will come to know very little of material lack, but humongous deficit at a spiritual level. See? At the most, what can you say? I don't have a car, or I don't have a driver, or a woman might say, I don't have enough maids to help me in the house. But these are all small, small things. When we look at the larger picture in our life, what is truly lacking in almost everyone is the spiritual component. See? And this spiritual component has nothing to do with religion. Moment you bring religion into spiritual life, it will destroy the spiritual life. For example, if a Christian says, my spirituality is the better than Jewish tradition or Islamic tradition or Hindu tradition, then that is spoiling the spirituality. See, spirituality is all about the inner spirit. It has nothing to do with outer or inner dogmas. Religion always divides us. Always. No religion has ever dared to unite people. It is the spirituality which sees the oneness in all. It sees not only oneness amongst all human beings, but spirituality sees oneness in all animate and inanimate objects. Religion teaches us to worship. Spirituality teaches us to love one and all. Worshipping via religion is only of one thing, the God that fears them or God that tempts them. That's all. And more people worship all compassionate and merciful God. Why? Because we committed so many sins. So you have terrorized so many people that you need a God who would forgive you, who would be more merciful and more compassionate. In fact, I would be bold to say, God, I don't need your compassion or mercy because I have done nothing wrong. I have only loved in my life. You can stand with the pride, challenging God also. Send me to hell if you can. Of course, there is nothing like hell in the whole universe. But with such an attitude of courage where you can even challenge God because you are so pure. And this courage can come only when we have experience. When we talk from here, nothing will happen. When we talk from the heart with conviction that yes, I have felt it. See, when you do something wrong, even God cannot forgive. And when you have done something right, God cannot also overlook your righteousness. So it's all beautiful things. Following a spiritual path is all encompassing. See, when we close our eyes, whether you are in state of confusion or in a state of love, it will only take us further. In confusion, when we meditate, it will guide us towards the right solution in life. When you are in love and we meditate, it will only intensify it further. So meditation, yoga, it's all for taking our actions to a next level. It improves our productivity. Yoga improves productivity because yoga, karmasu kauslam, anything that we do, it becomes masterful. And focus your attention towards the heart. That's all. No, you need not even think of God. Just focus your attention towards heart. If you think of God, wonderful. But then you will be swayed away into imagination. You will think God as per your own dogmas and belief system, your conditioning, which is always wrong. If I ask you, how will you think of Lord Krishna? Can you imagine Lord Krishna in your mind so that you can think about him in your heart? You'll definitely fail. Because the image of Krishna will come as per the movies we have seen and the photos we have seen. And you will not be able to separate Radha from her. Because it's so much ingrained in your head that Krishna means Radha always. Nothing wrong with that. But if you can think originality of both Radha and Krishna, nothing beautiful, but it has to be original, not imagination. That's why this meditation, you see, has to be without conditioning, see. If you think of Lord Shiva, for example, how will you imagine Lord Shiva or think of Lord Shiva? You'll again fail. And when we see all those photographs and movies on Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna and Rama and all that, everywhere we have seen them meditating. But none of us seem to ask a question, why are they meditating? If they are gods, why do they meditate? What is the purpose of meditation? Why do they need to meditate? And if they are meditating, upon whom are they meditating? What are they still searching? Are they so weak that they have to meditate? As per the, common understanding that only weak people meditate, which is so wrong. If that argument is to be taken, then the weakest person should be Lord Krishna and Lord Rama and Lord Shiva because they are all meditating. Logically speaking, whosoever meditates is a weak person, no? No, only strong people has courage to look in themselves. Weak people cannot look in themselves because they have done so many things wrong in their life. The moment they close their eyes, they'll be facing their own self. Oh, I did this wrong, I did that wrong, and that's why people don't meditate. They are engulfed with guilt. They are engulfed with recall of many memories of wrongdoing and wrong pursuits. So one has to be strong and loving to face oneself. Nothing wrong. You have done something wrong, fine. But that was in the past. I can always make a resolution that never again. That's all. That's all that is needed. You don't need God to forgive us. We need to forgive ourselves first and make a resolution that henceforth I will tread on the path of righteousness.